Welcome back to part 2 of our episode and our interview with the great Amber K. and Azrael Arynn K.
We're gathered here to share duck humor from around the world, and I know you've all been eagerly anticipating this event for many months now. But since there are only 6 duck jokes that do not actually involve the word quack, it's going to be a shorter meeting than we anticipated. So we're going to run through those jokes very quickly, and then we'll open the floor for anyone who has created or intends to create additional duck jokes. Once again, observing the restriction that no duck joke may include the word quack. That's far too easy for people of your caliber. I think
we will now recognize the delegate from Affleck.
Quack. Quack. Got any grapes?
Well said, well said.
Hello, this is Reverend Don Lewis, and we're here at Pantheacon with Amber K. and Azrael Arynn K.
It's nice to be here.
Thank you.
And, well, we were just reciting Jabberwocky.
We were indeed.
However, that's probably not what our viewers want to hear about.
Odd.
That would be sad.
Let me ask you first how you're enjoying Pantheacon.
Oh, it's splendid as always. It's such a rich and huge pagan environment that everyone can find something that's right for them.
It's a lot of fun, especially watching the costumes go by.
And you've come here for some time, I believe.
Yes.
Years and
6
years.
years.
Yes.
About 6 years.
We are from New Mexico at Arynn, and this is one of our annual pilgrimages that we always include.
You mentioned Arynn.
I did.
And can we discuss that for a moment?
We can. Arynn is a pagan seminary and learning center headquartered in northern New Mexico, and we have certificate programs in 6 different areas: healing arts, magic and witchcraft, shamanic studies, pagan leadership, pagan spirituality, and sacred living. And these are adult programs for people who want to enrich their experience and their spirituality on any of the pagan paths.
Well, of all the different people who do schools, you certainly are among the most qualified, because you've been writing on these subjects. Well, the first time I read something by you, I had a pet dinosaur. So, the Ice Age has come and gone in the meantime.
Yes, I remember.
But of all the people who have something to say, you have a lot to say. And I want to once again take a moment and thank you for giving the world Moose Mass.
Oh, of course.
Anyone out there who celebrates Moose Mass,
That would be
you owe a thank you to this woman.
And of course to the spirit of the horned god is represented and embodied in Bullwinkle the moose. Yeah. Moose Mass is the 9th Sabbath. It's a very holy day. And if you haven't read about Moose Mass, it's probably because the Moose Mass handbook is out of print, but you should learn. You should learn.
And you were saying that you have some plans to bring that back one day, the pagan spoof.
Yeah, it's one of those classic pieces of literature that's been long out of print, and I even have some materials which will be part of Pagan Spoof, the Second Coming, as we reverently call it. And we're thinking of publishing the first Pagan Spoof, the second Pagan Spoof, and the Moose Mass Handbook as a set.
Or possibly all in one volume, because they are very small.
Or we may inscribe them on golden tablets and put them in a cave somewhere to be discovered eons hence, but we haven't decided.
Well, that is sometimes the most effective technique, but terribly expensive.
It worked for the Mormons. Did I say that out loud?
Okay, let me get my thoughts back together now.
Okay.
I was going to remark that some of the most interesting works in our library are by you, and slim little volumes from back in the day. But you've written many, many books, and I was wondering if you would both care to speak to the publishing of.
Ah, okay. That's spelled O-U-R-V-E? No, V-R-E.
The spelling was determined by someone who was determined that no one should ever spell the word correctly.
Again.
That's appropriate,
Yeah.
yeah. We write books together, actually, and
Yes.
the first book I wrote we didn't write together because we didn't know each other, and that was True Magic, which I have been reliably informed is a classic in the field and that everyone should own. It's a little green book, or it was a little green book. And now we have the 15th anniversary edition, and believe it or not, in 15 years I actually learned something, so the book is now thicker. It's got 6 more chapters and 100 more exercises, and it's not as little a green book anymore, but we have that book. And then we have CovenCraft, and we have others that we've written together. You will speak to that.
We've written Candlemas, which is a celebration of the holiday of Imbolc, and that was our first collaboration, I believe. Mm-hmm. And then we wrote The Heart of Tarot, which is, despite what the publisher put on the cover, it is not an intuitive approach to tarot. It's a client-centered approach to tarot reading. And then Amber wrote CovenCraft by herself, and I did.
Oh my God, that's right. You wrote that, didn't you?
Yes, and I did. And I did some of the editing for that. And then we have most recently written Ritualcraft, which was this year's winner last year's winner of the Book of the Year award given out by the Coalition of Visionary Resources.
Very good.
Felt really good. They give out awards in 8 different categories, and we won Best Wiccan Pagan Book. And then of those 8 categories, they choose the best, and that's the Book of the Year. So we have Ritualcraft as the winner for the overall Book of the Year.
We know that any book that comes out with your names on it is going to be a good one.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And probably a classic, because most of them have been.
We like to think so.
And CovenCraft, which was mentioned briefly, I think probably everybody has a copy of. And slavishly copies and plagiarizes and uses
so.
extensively.
We would hope so. Yes. Not the plagiarism part, but the the extensive use part, yes.
Nonetheless, I think there are many little covens that just photocopy and say, this is what you do.
Mm-hmm. That works.
That's all right. That's okay.
Don't tell our publisher we said that. That's not cool. It's copyrighted material.
Don't repeat that.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway.
But many temples do look for it for a guide plan.
Yes.
And I think it's been very helpful to many, many people.
Oh, thank you. I hope so. That was the intent, is to at least double or triple the number of covens in America. And
I think it's at least done that.
Hope so.
And help them to better running of their organizations.
Mm-hmm.
Because, as you know, that's... If one doesn't have some instruction from people who have made the mistakes, one makes the mistakes.
That's right.
And usually you do it anyway, but at least you have some warning.
And we've intentionally made a lot of mistakes simply so that we could write books based on the okay. So we're still making mistakes for that particular purpose. Otherwise we would...
Very wise of you.
Yes.
Otherwise we would not make the mistakes.
The reading public thanks you for your sacrifice.
Thank you. Thank you, reading public. Buy more books. Books are good.
If someone does want to buy your books, where would they go?
Any bookstore can order them, and they're also available through our publisher, LWL Publications. That's 1-800-THE-MOON, if you want to call them.
Such a good publicist.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And any New Age or metaphysical bookstore may have them in stock. If they don't, they should. And any bookstore in the country can order the books from Llewellyn.
Very good. And if you want to see Pagan Spoof republished, you would send your letters to...
Ardentane, Post Office Box 307, Jemez Springs. Now that doesn't sound like it, but it's spelled with a J. It looks like Jemez Springs. Jemez Springs, New Mexico, 87025. Call now and you'll get a free... set of ginseng... No, Ginsu knives.
Ginsu knives.
Yes, and a Popeil pocket fisherman.
Alrighty then. And you're vending this weekend as well.
Yes, we are.
Now we're actually providing a fount of wisdom and knowledge. It's more like the paradigm where you climb the mountain and find the guru, except ours is just a table. It's just a table. It looks like a vendor table, but it's actually a source of great wisdom and sacredness.
I see. Speaking of wisdom and sacredness, before we started the camera, we were having a wonderful conversation on the interaction between foreign policy and baskets.
We were.
Yes.
So perhaps I could get you to
What
give
are
us
you-
your opinion of the role of baskets in foreign policy.
What
in
are you
the
talking about?
contemporary day.
Sorry, I had to do that.
That was very good.
No,
And
it's
that's what editing's for.
Yes.
Yes.
And I was a political science major, and sometimes it runs away with me. But despite what we said, it's true.
Well, let me ask you.
Yes, please.
We're in an election year, and we are in some ways in a period in our culture where we might say newer forces and older forces are contending with each other to the frustration of our own people on occasion.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see as being what our community most needs to do to move into the future?
One of the things that I think is most important is that everybody who can vote, vote. We have a little button that says just doing our, I'm pagan and I vote, and we encourage anybody to wear those buttons and to actually act on it and vote in the coming elections. Because if you don't vote, then you have no reason to gripe when things don't turn out right later.
Let
If
me
you
go-
do vote, you've done your best.
Let me take that a little further. It's been suggested by some that it's time for the Second American Revolution. And I think we may be approaching that point. We live in a culture which is controlled by the military-industrial complex that President Eisenhower warned us about. And he was an intelligent man. He knew what he was talking about, and he was also a prophet. And at this point, most of the resources in our society are controlled, in fact, by corporate interests that do not have the welfare of the American people, much less the rest of the world, as high priorities. They are, in fact, interested in the bottom line and in power. And voting is good. Activism beyond voting is even better. And to those who say that revolution may be called for, I'm not going to disagree with that, because every society finds itself contending with those who would attempt to achieve ultimate power, whether it be the Inquisition, or whether it be an aristocracy or a nobility, or whether it be the corporate interests. And we are replaying that scenario again in this day and age. As Azrael says, if you stand back and do nothing, then you have no cause to complain when you find that your life, your culture, your society, and your planet is completely under the control of others. I would say it's time to act. And I myself am not a revolutionary hero. All I can do is say what I see, and what I see is very, very serious indeed. To put it another way, we're doomed.
No, we're not doomed.
No, we're not.
We
No,
have
we're not
to
doomed.
act.
We're not doomed.
Good.
But I do think we are in a very serious time, and I
Yeah.
appreciate your sharing your sentiments. Now, where will you next be appearing? Now that you've said that, and people might or might not want to come see you with or without sharp objects.
You're implying that we're disappearing.
Oh no.
Oh, okay, good, because, where are we next going to appear? I feel like a UFO
Oh.
or something.
Well, I mean, it is a high-level skill that you might in fact possess, but no, I meant what.
We're not talking apparition here.
No.
Okay.
No, if people wanted to come see you,
Ah,
what future events are you planning to?
they should actually come to Ardentain in New Mexico and visit our campus, which is extraordinary, or the land around it is
Oh.
extraordinary.
Wonderful.
They should do that, and take in one of our weekend intensives while they're there. We bop around the country from place to place, and this year we're going to be visiting, I hope, Oregon and Philadelphia and Iowa and a few other places. But if you want to catch the act in person, then coming to New Mexico is best. Besides, we have really good food if you like chilies. We have chilies of all kinds. It is really tasty. And marvelous climate. And You don't want to move there because then it would get crowded, but you want to come visit.
Azrael, Amber, thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate this.
And we appreciate your work in the pagan community
Yes.
as well.
Thank you.
Yes.
What is it you do?
I hope that you enjoyed this week's episode and that you'll join us again next week for another episode of Living the Wiccan Life. Until then, may you blessed be.